At Harris County Courthouse here in Baytown is still shut down. It's part of a crime scene. In fact, much of this area is after Assistant Chief Clint Greenwood was shot and killed. The hunt for the trigger man is a mystery. Authorities haven't named a suspect or released a description or even a getaway car. And in spite of a huge police presence near schools and homes, investigators say they don't believe the public is in any danger. No one actually witnessed the 7 a.m. gunshot to the 30-year law enforcement veteran. Somehow, officers were called in to help him. In fact, they gave him first aid before he was flown to the med center where Greenwood was pronounced dead.
This morning, the Harris County Precinct 3 Constable's Office has suffered a great loss. Assistant Chief Greenwood was also a former employee of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, so we feel the loss as well. And we ask the entire community to please stand by us, keep his family in their thoughts and prayers, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we track down whoever was responsible for this.
Baytown police are leading the investigation. In fact, they say that they are following up on leads. Listen, another update is expected to happen at any moment now. Another live press conference. Stand by. We're going to carry that live as soon as it begins. But for now, we are live in Baytown. In fact, the lieutenant is on his way over here. Let's cut over to that camera. Give us a few minutes. Sherman, it sounds like they're going to be able to provide us more information on everything that's gone on over the last several hours when it comes to the shooting death investigation of Precinct 3 Deputy Constable Clint Greenwood. Let's take a listen.
And can you tell us who's coming up to the mic there, Melissa?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for being here and being patient with us as we work through this process today. For those that weren't here this morning, my name is Lieutenant Doris, last name spelling D-O-R-R-I-S with the Baytown Police Department. As most of you are aware, about 7 o'clock this morning, we received an officer assist call here in the 700 block of West Baker Road at the courthouse annex. Our responding officers found Assistant Chief Deputy Clint Greenwood had suffered a single gunshot wound. Our officers rendered aid to him on scene. He was subsequently life flighted to Herman Hospital, where unfortunately he succumbed to his injuries. As far as updates in the investigative process, I really don't have a whole lot to provide for y'all right now, other than the fact that we are following up on some leads. You know, it's going to be a lengthy process for us as we go through the day. I wish I had more to give y'all as far as suspect information or things of that nature, but unfortunately at this point I just don't. Again, all I can stress to you is that we are following up on some leads, and I hope to have a little bit more information this afternoon as our investigation unfolds. But right now at this point, that is really what I have as far as an update goes. I'll answer a few questions at this time, but keep in mind I'm not going to get into a lot of the details about the investigation itself. So please bear that in mind as you ask your questions. I'll take about 5 or 6 questions.
Lieutenant Doris, can you tell us if Chief Greenwood was arriving to work? Was he transporting someone? What exactly was he doing? And was he shot right inside or just outside?
We believe the incident happened outside the courthouse building. Obviously, being 7 o'clock this morning, most likely he was just arriving at work.
Sir, was he the only person in the parking lot at the time? Were there other female persons in the parking lot?
That piece of information I really can't divulge right now. Okay. Obviously, we're still working the investigative process of it, and there's certain things that we just really don't want to elaborate on.
Can you tell us how long?
Do you know who you're looking for? Do you know who the suspect is?
At this point, I can't release any information about that, unfortunately. We're working on some leads, I can tell you that much, but it would be premature for me to say anything further than that.
Are the Rangers involved? Are they specifically tracking some individuals down with a specific motive, I guess is what we've been hearing?
Well, what I can tell you is that we have representatives from virtually every agency in the area assisting with our investigation. Obviously, it's a brother law enforcement officer that was shot and killed this morning. You know, any death is tragic, but it's even more tragic when somebody that's sworn to protect the public has their life tragically shortened. We have representatives from the Texas Rangers, DPS, Harris County Sheriff's Department, the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force, Baytown Police Department, obviously, Precinct 3 Constables Department as well, all doing their part to further this investigation to try to bring this person to justice.
Is there surveillance video? Do you know if you're looking for a man or a woman?
As with any investigation, we're always looking for any kind of video that there may be. My crime scene folks are working on that right now, trying to see if there's anything that we can uncover in the way of video. Right now, I don't have anything that I can provide you as far as the video goes.
Lieutenant, when it comes to safety for people who live around here and have concerns, they hear the choppers, they know that y'all are still searching, what do you have to say to them?
Well, what I can say to them is just to know that there's a lot of law enforcement in the area. We're doing everything that we can to track down this person that committed this crime and bring them to justice. We don't want anybody to feel like they're prisoners in their home or prisoners in their workplace or anything of that nature. I think in this general area, you know, there's a lot of law enforcement presence. With that said, obviously we have somebody that took the life of a law enforcement officer. So there's always, you know, caution from that aspect of it.
Can you tell us if it was a target, if he was the target, or if it was just a random incident?
No, ma'am, I can't say one way or the other at this point. Okay, one more question.
And as far as, was he shot at close range, or would you believe he was shot from further away?
Again, that's one of those details I'm not going to divulge right now, okay?
You do have some sort of thought about motive? I mean, it sounds like you guys are developing, so you don't have to tell us what the motive is, but it sounds like you have some working theories. Would that be accurate?
Well, there's always working theories as you go through an investigation, okay? But to speak specifically about what a motive would be at this point in time would be premature on my part. Again, folks, that's all I'm gonna have for you right now. I plan on having another update probably about 3:30. Okay. At that point, I will come out and let y'all know a time frame, whether it's gonna be 3:30 or 4 o'clock. It just depends on how the investigation is unfolding. Okay. Thank you for y'all's time.
And you have been listening to Baytown Police Department's Lieutenant Doris giving a couple of brief comments on the shooting and the death this morning of Clint Greenwood. He has worked obviously at Precinct 3, but also previously as an assistant DA at the Harris County District Attorney's Office, where he led the Civil Rights Division, prosecuting several high-profile cases. We'll have more for you on that later on in our later newscasts. This shooting happened near the Ross Sterling High School in Goose Creek Consolidated ISD, all of that triggering a lockdown. It has since been lifted, but there is an increase of police presence on the school grounds and nearby today. Greenwood, as you know, was flown to Memorial Hermann Hospital in the Texas Medical Center this morning, and that is where our Lauren Tallarico is live now. Lauren?
Hi, Sherman. Just a really heartbreaking situation out here this morning as we watch family members arrive at this hospital, to the hospital. Now, this is where Assistant Chief Deputy Greenwood passed away just a few hours ago. And then about an hour ago, his body was escorted by multiple police and deputy units from several different law enforcement agencies. He was taken to the medical examiner's office. Now, the law enforcement family has come out in full force to show their support, including those from the Harris County Sheriff's Office, the Houston Police Department, several different constable precincts, including, of course, Precinct 3. Now, as we watch family members make their way inside the hospital this morning, in what really has turned out to be no doubt one of the hardest days of their lives, they were consoled and supported by various law enforcement members. And I know, of course, the outpouring of support has already been so great online from community members as well. Understandably, at this time, no family member wanted to give a statement to us, but I think it goes without saying that our hearts are with the Greenwood family. They are with Precinct 3, and they are with all law enforcement officers today as they investigate and try to figure out what led to this terrible, tragic shooting. Sherman, back to you.
All right, Lauren Tallarico live in the medical center. A very difficult day.